Hello students, today we will learn about the remaining part of the first chapter, that is maintenance procedure of hydroelectric power plant, diesel engine power plant, its working, diesel generator set and its maintenance. So here is first is the selection criteria for the hydroelectric power plant. But before going to start the selection criteria, we just recall the what is hydroelectric power plant or what is its principle. In hydroelectric power plants, the potential energy of water is utilized to run the hydroelectric turbines, which in turn runs an electric generator to convert the mechanical energy of the turbine into the electrical energy. This is the principle for the hydroelectric power plant. Now, the following are some points which are important while selecting the site for the hydroelectric power plant. So first one is the quantity of water available and the method of storage, availability of the head, the distance of the station site from the power demand centers. The next is detail of soil bearing capacity and rocky foundation conditions. The next one is the availability of the construction material and the transport facilities. The next is the site is free from the mineral deposits of harmful nature and earthquake. And the last one is the cost of the project and the period of the completion. The next is the preventive maintenance of hydroelectric power plant. So generally the maintenance is nothing but the set of the activities that are necessary to keep the machinery, parts and its equipment in good operating condition to avoid the production stoppage and loss. The main aim of the maintenance is to reduce the loss due to the production stoppage. So finally, a good and proper maintenance procedure increases the rate of the production and minimizes the cost of the product. So here in hydroelectric power plant, preventive maintenance is categorized in the four way. The first one is monthly inspection and maintenance. In it, in monthly inspection, generally the turbine cover parts inspected, the leakage of all units, the servo motor connections, guide vane mechanism and operating ring of the turbines should be inspected monthly. The second one is quarterly maintenance. In quarterly maintenance, it covers generally the governor oil system inspection, ejector cabinet inspection and maintenance. Again here the servo motor and the feedback mechanism. The third system is or third type of maintenance is half yearly inspection. In half yearly inspection generally all gauges checked, guide vane should be checked, governor mechanism should be checked and all type of pipe connection should be inspected and checked. The last one is the yearly maintenance. In yearly maintenance, the turbine auxiliaries as the turbine guide bearings, all type of oil pressure tanks, all turbine instruments should be checked, scroll casing runner with cone guide vanes should be checked, draft tube should be checked and maintained, and last one is the emergency slide vanes should be checked. So in these four categories the preventive maintenance should be done monthly, quarterly, half yearly and yearly for the hydroelectric power plant. The next new topic is that is the diesel engine power plant. In a diesel power plant, diesel engine is used as a prime mover. The diesel burns inside the engine and products of this combustion act as the working fluid to produce the mechanical energy. The diesel engine drives the alternator which converts the mechanical energy into the electrical energy. Generally where the standby generating plant is necessary or essential for the starting from cold and under the emergency conditions, this type of plant, that is diesel power plant, is used. So here are the components, important components of the diesel engine power plants. First one is a diesel engine. The diesel engine is a main component or part to generate the mechanical energy from the heat energy which is obtained by the burning the diesel fuel. The second one is a generator. Generator is coupled to the output shaft of the diesel engine. Again repeat it. The generator is coupled to the output shaft of the diesel engine. It is used to convert that mechanical energy available at the output shaft of the diesel engine into the electrical energy or electric power. The next one is the air intake system. The air required for the combustion of fuel inside the diesel engine cylinder is drawn through the air filter, and the purpose of the filter is to remove the dust from the atmospheric air. The next is the exhaust system. In this system, leads the exhaust gases out of the engine and discharges them in the atmosphere. The exhaust gases coming out of the engine are very noisy, so to reduce the noise, the silencer is used. Sometimes catalytic converter is also used to keep the emission within the prescribed limit. The next one is a cooling system. Here in layout there is a cooling system and lubrication system is there. So cooling system, heat is generated during the process, so it is cooled by the circulating water based coolant through the water jackets to lower the temperature. Only a part of heat is released by burning of fuel is converted into the useful work, and the rest of the heat is passed through the cylinder walls, piston rings, etc. So the heat may cause damage to the parts of the system, and the temperature of the burning fuel inside the engine is generally from 500 to the 800 degree Celsius. So in order to lower the temperature, cooling is provided. Next one is a fuel supply system. The fuel from the storage tank is pumped through the filter into a smaller tank, which is also called as a day tank, and the fuel is injected into the engine cylinder by the fuel injector pump. Next is a lubrication system. The purpose of the lubrication system is to reduce the wear of the engine moving parts and the components of the cylinder such as piston, shaft and valves that should be lubricated. Lubrication also helps to cool the engine and to keep the temperature of the cooling oil low, or sometimes oil coolers are also used. Next is a diesel engine starting system. Diesel engine used the diesel power plant is not a self-starting. So diesel engine starting system is an arrangement to give the engine an initial start until the firing starts and the unit runs with its own power. Sometimes small units are started by means of handles or manually, or in larger units we use the compressed air for starting. So the high pressure air is admitted into the few cylinders, making them to act as a reciprocating air motors to turn the engine shaft over, and the fuel is admitted to the remaining cylinder, which helps the engine to start using its own power. And the last one is the governing system. That the governing system is used to maintain the speed of the engine at constant level at the various loading condition. So these are all the important parts of the diesel engine power plant. Here all the parts are described in the layout of the diesel engine power plant. Then next is the advantage, disadvantage and the application of the diesel engine power plant. The advantages are it is simple in design and installation. The standby losses are very less in diesel engine power plant. They occupy less space. then no problem of ash handling. These are all the advantages. And in disadvantages, its operating and maintenance cost is more, and the noise is the main problem for the diesel engine power plant. And last one, the capacity of the diesel engine power plant is up to only the 150 megawatt. And application, generally they are used for the standby unit or in emergency. They are used as a mobile power generation unit having capacity up to the 5000 kilowatt, and they are used in a peak load plants for some other plants. So these are the application of the diesel engine power plant. The next is a diesel generator set. It is also known as the DG set. DG set is nothing but the combination of diesel engine and electric generators to generate the electricity. DG sets are used in a places without connection to a power grid or as emergency power supply if grid fails. Sometime when grid fails, then at that time for the power source, DG sets are used. So the working principle of diesel generator is based on again the law of energy conversion, that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, only converted from one form to the another form. The diesel has a chemical energy during the combustion, and the chemical energy is converted into the heat and force. Here it shows the layout. In layout there is a diesel engine with accessories assembled, and then it is coupled to the AC generator. Means what? It is a combination of diesel engine with an electric generator to generate the electrical energy, and then controllers, various types of controls are used to control the system at the various loading condition. The next one is the maintenance of the diesel engine power plant. It is divided into the two topics, that is the maintenance schedule and the maintenance activities. In maintenance schedule, it includes to maintain the log sheet of correct records of readings, periodic checks of all the various factors like temperature, pressure, to cleaning the filters or to replace the filter time to time, and checking the temperature of the coolants, oil or various exhaust gases. This includes all in the schedule maintenance. The second one is maintenance activities. So the preventive maintenance should include the regular general inspection, that includes checking of coolant level, oil level, fuel system and the starting system. The charge in air, cooler piping and hoses should be inspected regularly for the leaks, leakages, holes, cracks, dirt and debris that may be blocking the fins or loose connections. So the careful supervision of the equipments are very important in the maintenance procedure. Sometimes battery should be kept clean from the dirt and dust. So the inspection of battery is also important. The manufacturer's instructions should be followed strictly for better performance and the trouble-free operation. It is also desirable to maintain the correct instrument reading and during the duration of the operation. Sound of the engine during the working is the best indicator for its condition and enables to know which part needs the attention. And again, when the engine gets clean air, fuel, water and lubrication, most of the problems would not be arises. That's why the maintenance is very necessary task or the very necessary procedure in the any type of power plant. So thank you for this.